Yeah, it's just us.
Yeah. Now we're talking on the stream. Now we're
All right.
Good. Now we're good. So you can make all your bad jokes again if you really want. That's really.
Oh, I didn't make any. What are you talking about? I didn't make any bad jokes.
You liar.
I
You
have
sit
no
on a
idea what you're
throne of
talking about.
lies. Oh my
No.
word. Oh man. Watching some people roll in. Hello.
You have our website showing that I can see it.
Yeah. You want me to throw? I can throw it on the stream too. We just haven't quite started that part yet.
Or you can wait.
Yeah, I figure. Oh, hey, well, I mean, we're entertaining the wonderful people. I think that's good. Let's post to somewhere here. Third-party communities. Hey, go live DFA. Yes. We're here. We're live. There we go. Wonderful.
Oh, live chat.
Well,
I'm not seeing chat. Are you?
Seeing chat? I mean, nobody's chatting, but I
yeah,
can see
that's
it.
what I mean. Yeah. Okay. I thought I heard you say that there were some people in there.
Well, I can see 2 concurrent viewers or 3 concurrent viewers right now, so I can, so I can see that we have started. But let's have at it, shall we? Shall we get going here?
Let's begin, shall we?
Let us begin. Welcome. Well, yeah. So welcome to everybody. We are the 2 fun Jibble devs, of course. the idea of Cranzini's joke. Go ahead. Well, you know what? You say it. You say it way better. I might be the dad in this conversation, but I think you've earned the right to make this joke.
All I said was the best part about being fungible is the fun.
Yeah. See, if I had a groan button, I would be clicking it right now. Oh my word. Well, welcome. Yeah, womp womp. That's what we need. The womp womp button is what we truly need. Welcome here, everyone. We are 2 fungible devs. We love to talk about dev work in the Web3 space. We love to show off the work that we're doing, and also some of the interesting projects that we stumble along the way. One of the projects we're really involved in is the Blockstars game. That is a music management simulation game, and they have graciously allowed us and sponsored us to talk a little bit about their new feature called NGMI, which stands for...
Gonna make it.
Not gonna make it.
In my robotic voice.
Right. See, there's a part of me that's also like, oh man, like I still feel bad, like it's like we've anthropomorphized.
Yeah, everybody knows what you mean.
Yes, we've given them, like, I haven't quite named them yet. Like, I don't have names for my Blockstars, but even their number to me, it's like, you don't kill the chickens you've named, so I don't want to fire any of my Blockstars. That's kind of where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm still kind of there, and also there's so many unknowns, but we'll get to that in just a second. But yeah, any comments you want to share before we bring up the screen and have a look at what we're gonna do?
No, I mean I'm anxious to see it in real life. I did want to say that in addition to the perks of being a sponsored partner, we get exclusives, we get sneak peeks like in the last video that we put out.
Yeah.
But I think this is a little bit sort of above and beyond. Maybe even where we have an Origin Blockstar on loan,
right?
Which is going to allow us to actually pull up the NGMI function live.
And that's really cool. Like it's really nice. One, the Origin folk, which we are not members of, get to see things a little bit earlier, and so we were put on one on loan so that we could preview it for all the rest of us that don't actually own an Origin. Sigh. Yeah. But
and so hopefully KR can be trusted.
It is in my wallet. There may or may not be slips to the finger. We'll just whoops, something got fired there.
Yeah.
But before we go, we did speak earlier this week. We've recorded it, so that's not going to be released right away, but we spoke to Sherry from Blockstars just about the NAGMI features, about some of her strategies when it comes to what she's anticipating going to be doing when it comes to NAGMI, that type of stuff. So we're pretty excited about that episode.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, that episode.
It was a blast. It was a blast. Incidentally, I'll give away a little bit for those that are watching. She used to work for a dating app. She was like the project manager. Did I remember that right? Product manager of a dating app?
Yeah. Coffee meets bagel.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like in the infancy of the days, and it grew up. And then, somewhere along the way, she thought video games were more fun than dating. I think that's the message that she sent out to us. That may or may not be
I
true.
feel like that's pretty close. I'm just gonna go ahead and say yeah.
Yeah, sure. All right, let's do that. All right, well let's get into the NAGMI featuring here. So of course we've got our website up.
Do we though?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
I think maybe I need to.
Oh, is your thing not working? Maybe.
No, I'm just thinking I need to pull up a different view. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
okay.
There we go.
Yeah, super laggy for me. So.
Gotcha. Well, okay. So I've got my screen up, and
Mm-hmm.
and we have an Origin Blockstar in there. I'm gonna bring it up. You may or may not recognize this one. I did screen cap something here. I don't know if that looks familiar.
And it may or may not have a name.
Right? So just to say who loaned us this one, and
in case the owner is listening, which I can't tell right now, but
oh my word. So yeah, this is who I would be in trouble with should something happen. But I want to kind of look at this potentials, right? Potential 100 in writing, promoting, gigging, fame, high in social media, above average in practicing recording.
Yeah, it's an awesome Blockstar. Come on.
Well, I mean, it's only so at the maracas, so who knows what's going to happen.
What do you mean?
58, so that's average. I don't know what average is actually.
Yeah, and can you really tell if someone's playing the maracas poorly? I mean, seriously.
You know, one thing that I had never thought to ask, it just kind of springs onto me now, is we're looking at, like, I know that overall, the 10,000 Blockstars, they're balanced, right? Like they really worked hard on that type of stuff, but are the instruments themselves balanced? Like, what if is there a chance that all the maraca players are terrible? Like, is this an above average for maracas just in general?
That's something that we should have had the foresight to ask when we had our interview, but
yeah, that's interesting. I mean, we could quickly run a script, look at all the potentials, like, find what the midpoint is in all the potentials, and then run that on each instrument and see what the average is for each instrument, and we could probably figure that out pretty quick.
Yeah, for sure. But I gotta feel like it is balanced. I mean, all those spreadsheets, come on.
Yes. Well, and I do think once we introduce now the NAGMI feature, right, because people are going to be getting second music skills, and if that's done with expertise, that could throw a lot of that balance off, right? Because we're changing things now.
Oh yeah.
This was added after the original vision, so this could really have an impact. Anyways,
this is like the butterfly effect.
Yeah. So this is my Blockstar, my Blockstar team.
Wow, look at you.
I know. I've got some solid ones, but there are a few that I am genuinely considering NAGMIing. But before I kind of give my reasons, what are your thoughts? Are you going to NAGMI anything? If so, what are your criteria by which you want to do it?
I probably will at some point, yes, after putting like probably way too much thought and sort of overanalyzing it ad nauseum.
Right.
But my reasons, probably just to see, how I can make things better in terms of making more money. So like,
yeah.
lower the number of block stars in my band and what I have to pay and so on and so forth.
Right, because there are a lot of factors, right? Like
Mhm.
we could like, do you want to make a band that has a low percentage wage, so that whatever they're making, you're making more of a cut of? So that's something to consider, right? Like this is one of the ones that I think I might want to nag me something into, because it's got a nice high potential on the primary.
Right.
So that means the secondary is at maximum going to be 81. Or maybe even more, but it'll be less than this one, but it has a lot more range to be less than.
Yeah, like 70 to 90%, something like that, right?
Yeah, and so
that you raised a good point there. So that's something that I'm thinking of too. I have a couple of really 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 good block stars that play instruments that I don't really need. So, I was sort of looking around for really really inexpensive ones that I do need, figuring that I could just attach them to my xylophone player, for example. If I can't find anywhere for him to play, then maybe I'm gonna NGMI a harp in there.
Yeah, I've got my lone xylophone player here too, that I'm not sure what to do with.
The struggle is real for the xylophone player. I'm sorry, but
there's not a lot of opportunity for someone who mastered the xylophone. It's true. Oh man. Well, I'll show you one of the ones that I was looking. I gotta find it. This here, 5886. So it doesn't have a lot of potential. It's a max 2-star, and even at a max 2-star, a 38% cut in salary. Like, I think those two alone, and not going to be the greatest at keyboard. Like, I think this is a solid, and it's a great instrument, right? Keyboard.
Yeah.
This person's not going to make it, is what I'm telling you. Their contribution to my team will be giving their keyboard to someone else. Thank you. We hired you for your instruments.
Shall I help you fill out the job application form?
Right, and there's just not a lot. That's what I'm thinking, is that there's not a lot of gain for this particular Blockstar. And if Nagme didn't exist, this Blockstar would probably be relegated to just busking their entire life, is kind of where it's going to be. So now they can contribute to the fast food market instead of eking out.
Exactly. Or go off and, go to college and get a degree. And
this is definitely a college goer. You could see that. Yeah. Yeah.
Look at the earrings. Come on.
Good luck with crippling debt. We'll be good.
Yeah. Don't even bring that up right now. I know you live in Canada, but I'm pretty sure you follow U.S. news. So.
Well, okay. So, right. So that's the criteria by which I'm looking. So there's a couple, like maybe this drummer, for instance, too. So this drummer has a really cheap salary, which I like, but isn't going to be that great at drums. And doesn't have any potential in any other music instrument, but they're good at recording, promoting, practicing. So maybe, I'm not quite sure. I might, because drums are valuable too, right?
Drums are valuable, yes.
So that's one that I've been considering. Maybe that one should be Nagme.
Right. If you could transfer that drum skill to a musical slot that could be a lot higher potential, then there you go.
Exactly.
Also, though, I have to mention, that's a pretty cool looking drummer.
Which one? So, this one here? Yeah, I can admit that too, right? And so like the risk is, right, because drums, I don't have a lot of drums either. That's the other challenge, right? So if I look up drums, what do I have? I got four drums.
Okay, that's a respectable amount, but with the amount of block stars that you have, it's not a lot. Because
that's like 5% is drummer.
Yeah. The drums are everywhere in bands, and that's something I didn't check into that, but like to know the number of each instrument, like how many bands each instrument is in, I would be interested to know that.
Right.
I'll have to run that analysis.
So here are everything that has drums. So it is pretty intense. So they're very all around. Like I think vocals is the only one that's more than drums. at this point.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. And here's the other thing that I'm looking at. So because they've changed the way, like you could have more than 5 bands per wallet. You can only have 1 band in each subgenre per wallet. And so I've got quite a complex formula to figure out how can I maximize that for 70 Blockstars and make that work. So here, one of the things is that if I look at drums, I like the ones that are a minimum of 2 or a minimum of 1, because that means I can get into more subgenres across the board with fewer Blockstars. So that's a factor that's in my head. So with this, like if I wanted to be in hip hop, I forgot about this genre. So like drums, vocals, solid, drums, acoustic guitar, drum, mandolin. I can't be in this one because I don't own a mandolin anywhere. So unless I get lucky on the secondary, but something like that, right? Like if I had a mandolin, adding drums to that mandolin, and then having another person that's acoustic vocals, and I could really have a 2-person hip hop band, and I think that could be great.
Yes, and I know someone who might be making that band.
Oh, because you have a mandolin. That's right.
I do.
Isn't that like your favorite Blockstar, your mandolin?
It is one of my favorites, yes.
Yeah, okay. So I'll stay out of the hip hop genre. Cowpunk is really where I wanted to go anyway. There's drums, like guitar, ukulele, and vocals. So maybe I put this on like a ukulele.
I might be in that genre too. So
well, no, we are gonna compete.
We're gonna throw it down.
I can't not be in Cowpunk. Where are my ukes?
I mean, we've talked about it so much. At least one of us has to be in it.
Okay, so there's my. Oh yeah, so I've got 180's got 3 across there, and I believe this is a solid ukulele player. Yeah, it's up to potential 71. Great writing, awesome promoting, fame and social media. Okay, this is the front person.
Ukulele player.
This is the front person of that ukulele band. That's really what that is. And it's got 2 additional, but I don't need that, right? Like. Cowpunk's minimum of 2. Okay, so there's a lot of opportunity for this one to be in the Cowpunk band, I think.
So, I was updating the genres and subgenres and the instruments, the band maker tool, which is now,
right.
I guess it showed on the website.
Yeah, we're switching its name to the Alchemist. You can see it.
It's going to be called the Alchemist. Yeah. So, when I was updating the data for that, I noticed a band that was, it had 2 instruments. I can't remember what it was now, but it had 2 instruments, and the minimum was 1 and the maximum was 1. So that was forcing you to have both skills.
Those ones are so rare, right? Like it's
but super interesting. I mean, that just makes it like a much harder to compete in. And also, I mean,
like this one, reggae fusion, right? So steel drums, vocals, and xylophone. This is going to be a very hard genre for somebody to get into. And because you can't nag me to get steel drums.
You can't, right? Because there are no Blockstars that have it as primary.
So so here in this case, and it's what? So it has to be a three leveled Blockstar that has vocals as the primary or a xylophone as the primary, and then gets steel drums as the secondary, and then either the other one or you nag me into that one. So it's like you have to hope. So if I have like a vocalist that has 3, like I've got a few vocalists that have 3. Right. So if I look at, well, where's 5052? That's my all-star. If this ends up being steel drums, I am getting rid of that xylophone. And this will be the reggae fusion artist of the future. Just let me tell you. John Bon Jovi himself is going into reggae fusion.
Totally.
But yeah, so that's some of the challenges, right? Like I can't nag me into steel drums because nobody has steel drums as a primary.
Nope. Nope, you gotta be lucky, or once once people start having their skills revealed and start putting them on the market, and some really savvy, smart programmer adds that to some tool, maybe called the Oracle. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know who that could be. Wonderful.
No idea.
But okay, here's my question, and I'm not gonna. We have Blockstar 28, so I don't know too much other than we first looked at it. So this is the origin token. You're probably not gonna nag me the origin token. But if we were to nag me something onto this origin token,
yes,
right? So we've got a blank musical skill here. We want what are we going to do to try and figure out what is the best for this Blockstar 28?
Well, he plays the maracas already, right?
Okay. So we go.
I guess we
go to the Alchemist and we see what band. So there's not a lot for maracas, is there? No. Okay. It's just a handful. So there's okay.
Respectable.
Okay, and so I would like to see, right? Like my thought is to have like a smaller band, but only like if this was going to be a one-person band, I would want the potential of the music to be higher, so that they're really good at both instruments. But this is a great filler Blockstar because other people can make up the music potential, but they're the ones that do the writing, the promoting, the gigging, the fame, the social media. So everything else is going to be really strong in this one. So I don't think this is a solo band Blockstar. That would be my first thought.
Not a solo, not even a two-person.
Not even unless you have the right two-person, but I think three-person would be best.
I mean, if you had a acoustic, the best acoustic guitar player on the planet, and you team them up, yeah.
Well, I guess, but I'm trying to think, like, what are we going to nag me?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. In terms of that,
I think flamenco is out for this one. This is not a flamenco.
More than two.
Yeah, flamenco is out.
No, because we need that fantastic musical skill Blockstar.
Right. This is your support, the amazing support Blockstar that makes the band incredible. So then we need to go, like, I mean, there's always mambo, right? But that's so big.
So many instruments.
And it requires 8. So this is the other end of the thing. Like, I don't think you need to have, because you have to have a minimum of 8. I don't think you should be thinking about doubles for these ones.
Well, you can't, can you?
Well, you could. Like, you could be tuba,
I guess
trumpet.
Technically,
So here's my wondering. I guess you can't enter the band unless they have one of those instruments. But let's say you have, like, you've got 4 euphonium players, but you have 1 maracas that also is trombone, then maybe you can make up for that and have, like, an extra euphonium player inside this band, but who knows? Either way, I don't think this is the band for that. So that we've ruled out flamenco, and we've ruled out mambo.
Yes.
So that leaves us, cumbia? I don't even know what kind of music that is.
What?
Sure. Accordion, drums, flute, and maracas. What would that sound like?
Accordion, drums, flute, maracas.
Oh my goodness.
That... If I didn't know better, that sounds like somebody made a typo.
No, there is. Like, I'm looking on Spotify right now. Let me see here. Let me see if
it is a real genre, you're saying?
100%. Yeah, and it's Latin American. All right. Well, here, let me bring that up here. Well, there's the accordion. Oh my word. Let's skip through a bit. It's kind of got like this dancey oh my word.
Did you look Andres?
Which one?
What is it? The name of the archetype? Andres, I can't read it.
No. I'm not sure.
Landero?
Sure. I have no idea. I'm playing a few from a cumbia playlist on
drums,
Spotify.
Flute, accordion, maracas. I wonder what Andres Darrow plays. So it is. I mean,
it feels like Latin American dance polka is I can't get over. I mean, as soon as it's got accordion, you kind of get that polka feel to it. But okay, so that's an interesting one because that drums, flute, maracas. Like, do you?
the only problem with that one is our accordions are hard to find.
Yeah, that's true. And so, trying to find an accordion drummer that is really good might be very hard to do. Okay, so
No,
let's
I have the best accordion player that there is. So.
Do you?
I do.
Nice. So you're gonna dominate the
cumbia charts. Cumbia.
Okay. So we've got. So we're slowly.
So that's ruled out too.
I do find it interesting that like if you're maracas, you're restricted to Latin, reggae, and world music. You got nothing. Forget pop. You've got no pop dreams at this point.
Oh, or kindergarten teacher could be another option, but
right.
Kindergarten music teacher. Okay.
Okay, so I think bossa nova I think is an option.
Oh yeah, yes.
Right.
If I had maracas, that's what I'm doing.
Right, and it's got 5, so you can make up some of the musical ability that that this one is lacking in the maraca style. Like you can carry the maracas, but it's not going to shine in the band. And you could probably find a great vocalist or acoustic guitar to really take the lead. Maybe even a great flautist for cheap. You could probably find.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think.
In fact, I have all of those instruments except for maracas.
All right. Okay. So I think bossa nova's certainly one possibility to add. To get that one in. A pop Latino. I think this is going to be the same vein as cumbia here, right? Because you've got tambourine and maracas, so you're very limited in your ability. You could maybe make that work.
Yeah, I mean it's also got vocals. You could have a
strong vocalist, right? But it's the tambourine. Granted, you know what? There are some really good tambourine players, and nobody wants them.
Right, there are lots of them out there.
Yeah.
And you only need 2. You only need right?
Right. Yeah. You
can have as few as 2.
But
so
I think we want to have 3, a minimum of 3, maybe even 4 with this one.
Yeah.
Just to
for the
really
skills to improve.
Yeah. So that you really have some strong musicians in there, because this one can carry everything else except for recording. But it can seriously carry everything else. So then
that's a really complicated Blockstar number 28.
Yeah. So okay, so I'm gonna rule out. I don't think pop Latino is the way, and we've ruled out mambo. So we got samba, reggae, and samba. I think we can't predict samba reggae because of steel drums.
Right, that's very hard.
That's very hard.
So right off the bat, like from day one, you can't make that band probably.
Right. Unless somewhere you've revealed. But I mean, let's say you had like a tambourine and revealed steel drums, then this might be something to shoot for, because
absolutely, yeah.
Because steel drums are going to be so rare that it's worth getting into something like that.
All right, so.
But okay, let's rule that out. So
samba reggae.
Samba reggae.
Well, what? I don't know that we rule that one out.
Well, it's just if we were to do it today, we would have to. Because we wouldn't be able to predict if we're going to get steel drums or not. So I think
starting at the as soon as bands are like released as a feature, probably not.
Okay, so then if we were thinking about this one, so that leaves samba. So samba's got some drums, maracas, tambourine, triangle, vocals, cymbal, clarinet, and acoustic guitar. None of those are difficult to acquire. Right?
Not really, but you're going to be spending a lot on that band probably because
Well, I mean, like we're assuming though that you probably have a few others. Like if you've got an origin token, you've got a few others, but I'm going to bring up Magic Eden here. So like on the floor, we've got 2 flutes already. But that doesn't have any flute. Never mind. Forget I said anything there.
No. Rewind.
Rewind. Yeah. Yeah, that's what editing's for. Just because we're live
Right,
doesn't mean anything.
Nope.
Okay. Oh, we've got another maracas player.
There are a bunch of flutes for sale. I know that for sure.
Yeah, but we don't need a flute. That's the challenge.
Oh, right.
Samba doesn't have flute. We need triangle tambourine.
No, I'm sorry. What is
cymbal.
the woodwind instrument?
Woodwind here?
Yeah.
Clarinet.
Yes, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's look for a clarinet here. What are we looking at?
Quite a few clarinets, I think. I have one.
Okay, 0.63. So it's near bottom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a handful that are up. I have a bunch of clarinets I don't know what to do with. That's my problem.
Yeah. I'm not going to be using my clarinet, so.
So let's see. So 5500. Let's see if I went to the Oracle just to see what this one looks like.
But my clarinet is so cool, so attached to it.
Okay.
All right.
This is a solid clarinet player.
Wow. That's the low price one?
Yeah, that's the bottom. Right?
Nice.
For bottom price is a frugal salary, which this frugal salary, 262, would go well with the frugal of 28.
All right, I think we better start watching the sales bot and see what happens over the next couple of hours. See if we see any familiar names in there.
Yeah. I think Craig's going to run to get himself Blockstar 550 or 5500.
I think we want to buy it and then raise the price.
Well, I mean, the price is currently 0.63, which incidentally. My guess is somebody looked at our Oracle to price this one.
You think? It seems like it.
That's
actually kind of cool, you know.
All right. So, okay. There's a lot of potential here, right? Because you can get away with 4 players. So but it's 8 instruments. So if you want to nag me something into the maracas, you got a lot of choices here. If you can cover everything and make that a 4-person band,
you have to have 2 instruments
for
minimum,
each person, or maybe even a 5-person band if you need
3,
it, right?
Yeah.
Right. Get you could probably pick up somebody who plays cymbals as a solo. That's the only instrument they'll ever play, kind of deal, for pretty cheap as a good talented cymbal player. Same with tambourine. You know, the classic, I only play tambourine.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if I had maracas with the other skills with the social skill and the promoting and the recording that
Bossa Nova
Blockstar has, I'm going Bossa Nova for sure.
Yeah, and especially with 2 flutes right at the bottom. Right? I think you're right. That would be, if we were to do that, Bossa Nova. Although, here, what we could do, let me look here. So, flute, double bass, acoustic guitar. All right, so if I go back to mine, do I have a flute to give up? I can just throw it on there.
Well, I can totally make that band right now. I just have to grab, there's two maracas players out there now. I can just grab one of those.
Let me find this keyboard. Can I fire it? Oh, I have to be idle to be fired. Okay. Well, we'll walk through some steps here. So let's, whatever. Okay. So by clicking fire, brings up a new menu for me here, and I see all of its abilities. So does that mean it's transfer? That's how much experience it's going to transfer over for this?
Yeah. Yes.
That's how much, hey? Oh, wow.
Yeah, a total of 78,996.
78,000.
Broken up into, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and it's costing about 70,000 roll. Oh boy. Okay. Well, now I'm.
Yeah.
Well, now
that's pretty steep, honestly.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think we're gonna see a lot of roll going back into the coffers at this point.
Oh, totally.
Let me look here. That's what I'm looking for. All right, let's bring out the price of roll. So this is gonna cost me 69,000. So it's $3. roughly 3 USD to do that, to burn this particular Blockstar.
Okay, that's reasonable then. When you put it in perspective that way.
Right.
That's reasonable.
Right. How much do you make a week of busking with your total?
I can tell you pretty much exactly. Let's see. This is like give or take.
Oh, yeah, I could just go look in my year.
I think it's like 90,000, something like 80 or 90,000. So I don't have all of them. Some of them were missing from here. Yeah, I think it's like 80,000.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So it cost you about a week's worth of work to fire somebody, essentially.
Yeah, well, in that particular example.
one, yeah. There might be other ones, but yeah. So yeah, I'm raking in about just shy, about 180,000 in busking with everybody.
That's a good way to look.
Yeah.
I want to see how accurate my
your total cut
is.
Okay. So there we go.
So that, I mean, honestly, when you put it in perspective of $3 US, come on. I mean,
right. I mean, there's the added expense, right? So then we're looking at, if we buy the floor, a 0.48. So then,
yeah, well,
right. So I could bring up radium and have a look at what that exactly would be. Right. So let's do 0.48. What's the current price? Not in Ray. Let's go USDC. So about $15. So it costs you $18 to add flute to that, if you don't have a flute that you're looking to give away. That's not bad. Mm-hmm. And I mean, you're in no rush either, so it might be worth like bidding like well below, like your 0.35 or something for those two flutes, and see what you get. Especially this one in particular, because I don't think this is. My guess is this flute is, the rarity is quite low. So my guess is it's not going to be that great of a flute player. Somebody buy it on me? No, they didn't. Okay.
No.
Magic key. 2606. Let's have a look here in the Oracle. 2686. No, it is coming up as not found.
Oh.
Maybe it did get by.
Was it 86 or 06?
Oh, maybe it was 06. No, it was 86. 2686. Oh. I think Magic Eden is just having an aneurysm at this point.
Yep. You broke it.
We broke Magic Eden. That's fine. Maybe. Whatever.
Typical.
We know what it was. Actually, that's a pretty good flute player for really cheap.
Wait, let me see it.
Look at this flute player who's thrifty wage, decent flute, already at 60 of potential high of 72, has 2 unlockable music instruments. Like, where have you been hiding?
Like, what put in 1968 for me.
1968? Okay.
Yeah.
My goodness. It's amazing how we find, like, okay, so this one.
Yeah.
Holy crow. Yeah, look at that potential. One potential music. But a moderate range. Okay, so less than 50%.
Yeah. It's a little bit expensive, but that's mine. So.
Oh, that's your flute. Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Let me look at mine. I have, this is.
Pretty happy with that flute, I have to say.
This is my 4-star flute. I think, do I only have the one flute? I do. 2238. Doesn't have a great top end of that. So this flute's gonna have to be in a big band, filled out with other instruments. But the writing is solid, the promoting is solid, gigging, social media. If nothing else though, so this wonderful little Blockstar is probably gonna be busking for their life.
Forget when bands come along and that one has pretty high on gigging.
Well, yeah, but that's also, gigging's also for busking as well, right?
Yes.
So that's kind of like, I think this will be a strong busker.
I was just pointing out that if, you don't want to relegate them to a life of solitude. They could also be in a band.
Could also be in a band. No, you cannot. You are. Let's see.
Nope.
No, where is this?
Alone.
You are stuck under the pier for the rest of your life, Mr. 2238. Oh my word. This is one that I don't know what to do with. This is my heart.
So yeah, that's your one that in a lot of our videos has been on the chopping block for quite a while. But
very attractive block star, right? Like, look at that.
He's super attractive. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't. If there were a use for the harpsichord, that.
What is there in there? Harpsichord. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Motown, maybe I'm interested in.
Okay, well, okay, so here, like, there's the jazz ragtime. Like, maybe I have, like, put the harpsichord on my ukulele player and get a banjo on there, because I got a banjo to burn as well. So I could get a ragtime jazz with my ukuleles. Right there. Like, this could be ragtime jazz. And then it's out of the genre that you were in, cowpunk. All right. Well, let's. I'm gonna go back to here. So I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna go back to fire. So it transfers all that experience. That's really neat to see. Transfer 2. Okay, so I can trade, and they can't be busking. I see. Okay. So let's transfer to that one. So there's still a confirm. Like, I can click next here. I'm not gonna lose anything.
Wait. Did you watch our video?
Well, I'm just terrified, right? Like, this is a. I guess I'll have to get like I'll also get a notification. It's not gonna invade my wallet. Okay. So then we see goes up 3 ability there, goes up 2 ability, goes up 1 in promoting. Okay.
Wait, so you're seeing? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I've got acoustic, vocals, writing. Okay.
I mean, that's pretty solid. You're getting 3 levels added to your acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
That's pretty phenomenal, I'd say.
I wonder if. Let me look here.
And look, it's cheaper.
I want to see. I wish we could sort this list by my skills here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I wish we could get that. Like, I want to see. So one thing that would be really nice to do. So I would love to. I want to increase my practicing for someone. So, like, where's my high practicing block stars that, you're really good at practicing, but you're never going to be very good at your instrument kind of block star. Do I have one? No, not the cello. 61. There's an organist.
Oh boy.
Right? What are you relegated to? Gospel? That's the only thing you got?
Spending time in church with playing that organ.
Yeah, 3.
That's a very pious block star you have there.
Side note, the classical choral with organ and vocals with a minimum of 8, and they have to play organ or vocals. That's intense.
What's that about? How can that...
intense of a genre. It's just all singers. Like, it's just a choral with an organ support.
Oh my gosh.
So many. But here, whereas gospel's organ and vocals, you can do a minimum of 4. So I guess it's like, if you've got some singers left over and the gospel category is a little full, maybe you go choral. You kind of pad it a little bit. Oh my goodness. Double bass,
I wonder if that's a flaw in the Alchemist, that it should be showing that classical choral, how many vocalists. It probably needs 7.
Probably needs 7 vocalists there.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's
Yeah, you can't do 8 organs or 7 organs and 1 vocalist. Can you imagine what that band would be? That'd be glorious.
Classical choral is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, 7 in organ. Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. So I should probably
So maybe have maybe have another category, like another column here that has like the number beside each of those.
Yeah.
Counts those up. I think that would
Like a
work out
count.
well.
Yep.
So then what about gospel? If you have that up, how does gospel look? Is it one
Yeah,
organ? Three
so
vocals?
gospel is under what? Soul?
Soul gospel, yeah.
Soul here. The quality of this is very soul gospel is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, four vocalists, one organ.
4 vocalists, 1 organ. Okay. So yeah. Soul gospel is kind of like miniature choral, is what that is. I'm curious.
Do you have an organ?
I have 1.
Oh, okay.
I just have that one that you saw there.
Oh, I wasn't looking. I don't think I was
okay,
looking.
okay,
I didn't have.
You're not just paying attention. You're looking at your own things. Oh my goodness! I thought we were doing a stream together, but no, you're. Yeah, I've only got one organ.
Sorry.
I've got a 4.5 potential max star organ.
Nice.
Player, and has
Wow.
a potential like it's gonna be a solid organ player.
Definitely.
Yeah, so they're gonna be. I think this one's gonna be gospel. Like,
Really? You're
Yeah.
gonna go for it?
well, I mean, what are my other options? Flugelhorn and double bass.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know if I have. I don't even think I have a flugelhorn. Let's see, flugelhorn. No, I don't have a flugelhorn.
No.
How much are they? Oh, right, Magic Eden's broken. Oh, there we go. It's back.
There it is. Bye.
Okay. Flugelhorn. Oh, wow. Okay. Not cheap.
No.
They're not cheap.
Ooh, that one on the end is nice. I like that one.
Which one? This one?
No,
This
the
one?
for it. Yeah. 5 soul.
I don't know. What about this one? Love it.
Yeah.
Such a mishmash. Gray hair, brown afro, black and red.
Yeah.
Classic NFT right there. That's what that is. Okay. So I think we've come to the conclusion. So if we were to add a skill, to this origin block star, right? We recognize that the potential for its musical is not as strong, but it's got other strengths. So it can't be, it's not going to be good on its own in the music. So you need some things to support it that are strong in musical ability. And we landed on, and that eliminated things like flamenco, but also mambo, because there's so many that you need that having duplicate skills is just going to be a waste at that point.
It's overwhelming. Yeah, and that would be.
So you don't even need to. Yeah, at this point,
Yeah.
you don't even need to care what the second skill is. So nag means
So,
something into it doesn't matter.
So when Craig finally watches this video, then we're gonna have to send him an invoice.
Yeah, consultation invoice. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did all the analysis for you,
Yeah.
and you'll get our bill.
Yeah, so I think flute. So we kind of settled on we got rid of so many because of rare instruments like accordion, steel drums we can't nag me into, which left us with samba and bossa nova. Samba, there's a lot of specialty instruments that might be hard to acquire in that, and so we looked over at bossa nova because you don't need as many instruments, you don't need as many coverage. And with the coverage, you're sacrificing other things, right? You're sacrificing. You're probably gonna have some duplicate stuff. You don't want that. So we go over to bossa nova. That's what left us over. You've got this one block star who's gonna cover the writing, promoting, the gigging, the social media, the fame. It's gonna be great with that. So you need high musicality for an acoustic guitar, which is easier to get. There's a lot of great acoustic guitars out there. If you got some double bass, that's great.
But if you don't own a very good acoustic guitar player already, picking one up would be difficult.
Right. I'm guessing everybody probably has an acoustic guitar in their repertoire already, even if it's terrible. So it's terrible.
Well, you're speaking to people who have lots of block stars.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. I'm assuming
it'd be pretty easy to find we already said it'd be easy to find a pretty decent vocalist.
Yeah.
Even double bass,
Double
you could
bass
find
don't go very.
a
Yeah.
yeah,
And the flute is really cheap. Like the flute's at the
yeah.
bottom, right? We saw two
And you
flutes
can
right at the
find,
bottom.
yeah, you can find reasonably good skills there. So,
Yeah. So
and bossa nova, I mean, that's I love that type of music. I honestly, do
I'm
you
gonna
even know what that is?
I think so. I'm gonna play some on Spotify here.
And the reference that they have on the list is probably like the most well known and best bossa nova artist.
Oh. Okay. Well, who was the bossa nova artist?
Um,
Bossa nova.
Gil- uh, Gilberto, I forget the first name, but
Okay. Perfecto. Let's see here. Okay. Bossa nova classic. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this
so
this
you
this
know
person.
the famous classic bossa nova song, "The Girl from Ipanema."
Nope.
Really?
Nope. All right.
Tall
So.
and tan and young and lovely?
Oh my goodness. Nope.
Okay. Well,
All
yeah.
right. So I've got some research to do in some of these genres. But
I believe it's Brazilian, if I'm not
yeah, it
mistaken.
is. It is. I'm seeing a lot of like and Portuguese songs and things like that too. So
Yes.
I don't know how to pronounce half
Yes.
of that stuff, but that's wonderful.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay.
Galo Gilberto. Yes.
So now you know if you're gonna fire some sort of Blockstar onto your origin token, which we are not gonna fire. I mean, I could see what that's
No.
gonna cost. I just want to see what it's gonna cost.
Oh yeah, let's see let's see that.
So it's pretty simple. It wouldn't
Wait,
cost
but
us that much.
that doesn't seem right. Okay, so flip that around.
Well, if
So
there's not a lot of experience points attached to that Blockstar.
right. So if you right, that's the thing. So if you when we were transferring the other way, it was like 78 or what was 61,000, I think.
Yeah, that was this one. So if I went this one, right? So
Oh, 88. Oh,
yeah,
yeah, 51.
so there's
That's
a
it. It's gonna
lot
cost.
more. There's a lot
Mm-hmm.
more that's going that way, and I think in part,
So
yeah,
what is the owner of number 28 doing with that Blockstar all day?
that's true. Well, loaning them to people like us,
Well,
yeah, I'm
true, but
clearly not like.
it only has a half of a star.
Well, I'm curious now. If I were to busk, where does the where does this one busk the best? Okay, so there's so 2,000 under the boardwalk, yeah, roughly 2,000 under the pier, yeah, okay, 1,900. Okay, so the public barbecue, so you're getting about 2,100. That's not a bad profit margin
Mm-hmm.
for busking. What's the practicing looking like? Okay.
I gotta believe that
Oh, I was like,
this
oh my
Blockstar
goodness,
has
it's only
not been
46.
practicing. Yeah, I was like,
Okay, so
yeah, this
7,000.
I feel like it's underutilized. I feel like maybe it could have a better home somewhere
That could
else.
have a better home somewhere else. Wonderful.
I feel like there could be someone who would utilize that Blockstar better.
All right. Well, I think we should about wrap it up here as we've kind of figured
Yeah.
out, kind of given our sense, our strategy. I think overall the reason why I'm not nagmeing something today is there are several Blockstars that I think I want to figure out. Like I want to attach something to Blockstar 783.
Mm-hmm.
I want something there for this particular one. They've got a high primary. This could be a very well used Blockstar, I think. But I want to know what my
Absolutely.
second music skill is before because I
So
could.
you're gonna have to, yeah, you have a little ways to go.
So have we figured out? Because you were telling me earlier today that some people have had their secondary music skills already revealed.
I like one or two that I've seen. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And
Yeah.
what do you think is the cause of that? Like if I want to get this music skill revealed as soon as possible. How do I do
Yeah.
that?
That the one that I saw was just it had reached the peak of potential.
Oh, it's like in their primary music skill.
Yeah.
Okay, so they so if I practice my vocals up to hopefully 93,
Mm-hmm.
then that's what we'll see. Then it will reveal the second one.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely.
Once they've
I believe
peaked,
so.
they move on
And
to
then
other
once that
things.
happens, yeah, then you'll be able to make a better decision, I think.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, once that starts happening, we'll open up office hours. People can just drop in, tell us which block star they want to add something to, and we'll figure out the best use for that block star
Love it.
and what to nag me onto it.
Absolutely love it. That's
Very
exactly what we
small
should do.
charge.
Very small charge. Speaking of, if you check out our Oracle page, right here you'll see a Blockstars on tip jar. We love when people send us some tips for all the things that we've got. Could be roll, could be a Blockstar, could be even some soul, or whatever else you got.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
And
not.
you know where else you can find that
Where
tip
else
jar?
can we find it? Where can we find it?
On the market report from the Scout.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love that.
Definitely.
I love seeing that. It
The
being
Scout's
posted
cool.
every day. And yeah.
Totally.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Totally cool. Totally cool. So
All right. Well,
All right.
until next time, fellow Blockstar folks, enjoy Nag Me, a wonderful feature. Thanks to the Blockstars team. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk to you all another time.
All right. Yep. Thanks.